Hi there. On a more serious note this morning, I thought I would talk to you about three real estate books that I like and recommend people read. Obviously, I've read probably close to 100 now over the last 15 years or so, and the following are the three that I recommend. The first one is actually a book that I've recommended for the last 10 years or so, and actually I don't have a copy of it anymore. I've given out the two copies I had, and that was called Equity Happens. It was an interesting book because it was really written in two different ways. The first portion of the book was sort of written as a story of a couple or an individuals through time, right? I found that interesting because it talked about their early acquisitions and letting equity happen over time, and then ultimately, as time passes, here's what the end result could come from. That was interesting to me because I was always seeking that story, right? Make me feel good about investing and sacrificing for this 15-year journey and make me feel it was possible. So I like that book. It's green. It's probably out of print. It was written by a guys in the Silicon Valley that I'm not even sure are still in California. But anyways, you can find it on Amazon used. Again, Equity Happens. The next one was actually written by Jay DeSima, also known Fixer Jay. He has a couple of books. This is the one that really speaks to me. And really it was because this is where I found opportunities, right? In my whole one rental at a time methodology, I couldn't compete with homeowners and owner occupants for clean properties. So I was finding properties that had problems, needed remodeling, kitchen, whatever it is. And Fixer J did a good job of sort of explaining that, yeah, it is possible. He talked about his experience. I believe it was in Redding, California. And I thought he was authentic. He's obviously written 4 or 5 books now. I've read, I think, 3 of them. That was the one that I recommend the most. And then the final book I've read is probably the one I would recommend if you only had one time to read one. And it's by Gary Keller. It's The Millionaire Real Estate Investor. And this is more like a textbook. Sort of goes through real estate investing in details and really talks about the different components of it. Where I really liked also is at the end, he sort of does portraits of successful real estate investors, gives a picture and their story and history. I think there's 20 or 25 stories in there. And again, for someone who is looking to understand and appreciate that, yeah, somebody can start, invest for the long term, and really get to the finish line, I found each of those stories heartwarming and confidence building, which was important to me. So lots of books out there. There's lots of other great ones. Those just happen to be the 3. Again, Equity Happens, Investing in Fixer-Uppers, and The Millionaire Real Estate Investor. So with that, I hope you have a great day and take care.